what you see on my Instagram doesn't always totally vibe with what you see on my website. And so I am rebranding, and I'm going to take you along for at least part of the ride. Now, to be clear, sometimes a rebrand means a name change, visuals change, etc. I am not changing my business name. I am forever Jess Creatives, trademark. That part is not changing. It's really a change in visuals and really stepping into who I really am, because for whatever reason, I feel more free and silly and fun over on Instagram. But then on my website, I was like, I am Miss Professional. This is me. And while it looks nice, obviously, like converted lots of clients, it's been working fine. There's a disconnect between my Instagram and my website. And I wasn't being fully me on my website, which is funny because when I work with clients, this is one of the things that we work through. This is one of the things I often tell people is like, no, like this would be a great like fun fact to include. And if you really like this, you should include it. And that's part of what I help clients with. And here I am not listening to my own advice. So step one was hiring a coach. And really, I actually hired 2 coaches. It's like a 2-for-1 because I'm working with Jenny and Ellie over at The Supported CEO. Their link down below in the description. It started with like, I want to work with you to work through my positioning, my messaging, kind of clarify that and that kind of thing. And through that conversation, I realized, as I was talking about clients that I love to work with, the projects that I've really enjoyed, it was clients that aren't afraid to be a little bit different, to be bold, to stand out, to have fun on their website. And I wasn't doing that myself. I was, again, just playing it safe and being this like professional on my website and not being true to who I am. So step 2 is working on the visuals, which I have been doing. Now, if you go to my website right now, if you're watching this in like August 2024, maybe even September, it's not live yet. I haven't done anything. So you'll just have to wait. But I am working on that. I was given this kind of like assignment from my coaches to just play with the design. They were like, just start like what kind of feels fun, what feels, even if it feels too out there, too dangerous, play with that. We're not going to launch it. You don't have to show anybody. And through that, I realized how safe I've been playing and how much I was limiting myself of like, well, I can't do that. Who said? Not that I'm making like an obnoxious website or anything. I'm talking about colors. That's what I was limiting myself on, colors. Through that, have found kind of my new look, my new visuals. My only hint is that this shirt is an Easter egg. I'm no Taylor Swift, but that's my hint. If you have followed me for, I would say, a considerable amount of time, you've probably heard me say before that people love to work with people, not logos. We don't hire people because of their logos. We want to work with someone that we feel like we're connected to, that we trust, and those kinds of things. I realized I had left the you or the me. I left the me out of my brand, at least again, when it comes to my website. And so I want to encourage you, if you are watching this, not saying everybody needs to go rebrand. You might be great, but do you feel like you can show up 100% as you in your website, in your marketing? I hear from clients all the time that when I redo their website, they're like, this feels so me. Sometimes that means it's so bold. Sometimes it means it's so bright and colorful. It doesn't have to be bold, bright, or colorful. Like that might not be you. That's the thing that I help clients with so well, is really showing the visual aspect of who they are as a person through the imagery, through the colors and the fonts and that kind of thing. And I'm finally doing it for myself on a level that feels right and not just like, oh, this is good enough. Figuring out, like looking at your website, are you playing it safe? Are you trying to hide? Are you trying to play small? Or do you feel like this truly is who I am 100%? If you meet me in person, if you go to my website, it's the same experience? Or is it like, oh, you meet me in person and I'm loud and bubbly and fun, but then you go to my website and it's like gray? Is this going to be easier for people to connect with you if your website really shows that personality? So first think about, does this website feel like a true representation of me? And then really kind of narrow down, like, do these pictures feel like me? Am I being fun? I say fun because that's what I'm really focusing on. You may not be like, I'm not a fun, like I'm a coffee girl and there's no coffee in your pictures. Whatever it is, are you wearing the clothes that you actually wear to work? Are you showing up as you truly show up when you're on client calls? Is that the you that's on your website? Look at your images. Think about your fonts and colors. Does this feel like your personality? Not to say like you just pick colors because like, oh, this is my favorite color and so I want pink. But does it match your personality, your brand, the vibe that you want to put out there? Is that who you really are? I will probably be back with a part 2 or 3 perhaps to show my new rebrand and kind of the before and after, and we'll talk more in depth about the changes I made. But I wanted to just get people's brains thinking about where you are and whether you feel in alignment with your brand and your website. If you have questions, let me know down in the comments. I would be happy to answer them, or maybe some of them. If you ask too specific of a question, you might have to wait. Otherwise, I will see y'all in the next video.